Hello? Hi everybody! Welcome, 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 welcome! Hope everybody's ready to go. So, how is my audio? Standard mic check. You know how it is. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to the CADA TrueMax Bootcamp series, and today's class is about sculpting in ZBrush Core Mini. Thanks for joining us. And if you are a returning student, welcome back. And yeah, so I guess I'll start off by saying this is as most of you probably know, this is the first class of the boot camp, the first class of the month. Okay, great. Audio is good. Awesome. Sorry if there's a slight delay. Also, I will get into that in a second. Today we'll be doing sculpting. If you're just joining us to hang out and just watch and learn a little bit, so great. Welcome. If you are following along with the class, you will need ZBrush or ZBrush Core Mini, which is a crazy simplified version of ZBrush. Which I do believe you can get on the ZBrush website. And you won't be needing anything other than that. You'll just need the program to do it with us. If you are joining for the whole series, next week we have modeling in Blender, yes, and then the week after that I do believe it's texturing, and then the week after that we are introducing a new class which is in Unreal Engine. And Christian, my colleague, will be the one who's teaching that class. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Christian. I am joined today by Christian. Actually, he's our chat moderator, and he will go under the name of Copenhagen Academy of Digital Arts. You'll see him there. He is available. He can help answer some questions, and he will be teaching the Unreal Engine class. If it is, I do believe it is Unreal, right? It's not Unity. Yeah, I think it's Unreal. Level design, if I am correct. Yes. Great. So exciting. Please excuse me. Getting over a slight chest thing, as you could probably hear. So if you have any questions about anything, whether it's about the program or about 3D in general or about the industry, please don't hesitate to ask Christian, or either Christian or I. My name is Emily. I have been working in the 3D field for between a year and 6 months now, depending on whether you want to count my internship. But over a year now, I've been working in the field. I'm a 3D generalist. So yeah, we are streaming based in Copenhagen. Welcome. If you are interested in CADA, feel free to drop by and have a look around at Open House. Lots of info. But yeah, any questions about the industry or my experience or yeah, anything, obviously the program, feel free, don't hesitate. So yeah, I suppose let's get started. Let's do it. So what you will need, you can of course work totally fine in ZBrush with just your mouse, but if you have a drawing tablet available to you, I would recommend using that, or some sort of tablet. Yeah, I'm using this. It's just convenient. It's great if you're good at drawing, then a drawing tablet helps you utilize your drawing skills the best. So, but I'm gonna show you guys the controls for both mostly. Pardon me. Okay, here we go. if everybody is ready to go, we will get started. Yes, to answer your question, this stream will be recorded and it can be rewatched on the CADA website. Yes. I have another question. What is a 3D generalist? A 3D generalist basically means because I am a 3D digital artist, 3-dimensional digital artist. That is a blanket term for a lot of different specialty categories or like specialty professions within the 3D world, which, you know, the 3D world incorporates film, television, VFX, CGI, video games, you know, just all this sorts of stuff, right? And as a generalist, I in my profession, I do modeling. I texture. I do shading. I sculpt from time to time, but mostly currently I am mostly modeling, texturing, and animation. I do animation also. Am I missing anything else? There's a lot. What else is there? I also work in Photoshop. Yeah. So generalist meaning I can do many, like, I'm kind of like, I do a lot, but I guess you could say I specialize in sculpting. That's what I did my degree on. And animation, pretty much. Yes. Thank you for student for answering my question. It is pretty much an all-rounder sort of thing. I hope I could explain it. Yes, this is ZBrush. This is ZBrush Core Mini. It's the mini version. Yes, okay. Let's get into it then. Yeah, 3D artist essentially a 3D artist incorporates all of these professions, yes. So yeah. How on earth am I gonna... Interesting. Okay, so I might need some technical help from Christian right now, actually. Christian, our chat moderator. I'm having some technical issues with my tablet here. I'm not a streamer, so please be patient with me. I'm just a 3D artist. But I can show you guys the mouse controls. It's just my tablet that's acting up for me. So I'm just gonna show you guys the controls on mouse while we wait. Christian! He'll come knocking eventually when the stream is less delayed. Okay. So. Yes, welcome, come in.
I'm just a 3D artist.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, welcome guys. I mean, it's actually appropriate. This is Christian, everyone. Introductions. Welcome.
My name is Christian. I am the moderator who is sitting behind the screen and talking to you guys in the chat, but I will also be in the week 4. I will be taking you through a crash course in Unreal Engine, and we'll do some set dressing and some level design. So I'm very excited for that.
So exciting.
So, yeah, absolutely. So what seems to be the issue?
Yeah, okay, so I'm like a little bit, you know, mouse completely, totally, but do you see my issue?
No, it's tracking.
Yeah, but then, like, I'm confused. Because
Oh.
aren't I gonna...
No, you're not.
So I can just...
Yeah.
Are you sure? I'm so uncomfortable with this.
Let's try it
I
out.
can't do, like, with this on here. Wait, does... Oh.
I made sure it's been disabled, so you only use your own.
That's so confusing, though. Oh, damn, I'm so confused. Okay.
Technical artist.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, oh, that's so intimidating. All right.
But you can always just like minimize like the streaming unless
Oh,
you...
I can do that too.
Yeah, so then you just have like free whatever. So then you shouldn't be.
Oh, that is so strange. We've never done it this way before. Okay. Okay. Wait, what am I doing here? Okay, cool. Yep. Sorry. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Sorry for the interruption. We're trying something new today, something a little different, and it just mind-boggled me. Okay. Sorry for that slight interruption. Just to answer a quick question. No worries. Good to see that you popped in. Sorry to see you go. Yes, the video was recorded and you will be able to watch it immediately on the YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure. Turn it off and on again. Haha, yes. Let me just end the stream and restart real quick, guys. Oh, bye. No, I'm joking. Okay. Let's do this. Alright. First, I need to hold my pen the right way up. Okay. So for navigation. First things first. In the zone. Oh my god. Okay. This little guy up here. This is a somewhat of a portrait to kind of represent the angle or the position of your object. You can't really see it here and now because it's a sphere, so it's completely flesh, so you can't really tell. But if let's just whack this up. I wonder what would happen if it just... Oh, it's completely fine. I mean, for whatever reason, right? Let's say you kind of get a little lost and you're like, where am I? Am I on the side of the head? No, you're actually on the top. So, or somewhere of an angle. You can also click this and it'll auto select to your view. To rotate and navigate, it's really simple. It's just clicking down. So left mouse, click down and rotate. And on with the pen, it is just moving and rotating. I'm actually gonna move this closer. There we go. Yeah. So just clicking down, moving around, and I don't want to keep this mesh, so I'm just gonna Control Z that. Cool. Panning. Let me just put the pen down. On your mouse, you are gonna hold Alt, and then you're just gonna left click again, and then you'll be able to move your object around the area, or around the 3D space, around the 3D world space. Some funky stuff going there. I have symmetry turned on right now. As you can see, these two little dots here, they represent where your pen or brush is directly hitting the surface of your object or of your mesh. So, looks so weird already, but it's kind of fun. Have a play around with it. And then I think the last thing, there are different ways to do this, but my preferred way that I just learned how to do it, and here now we're talking about zooming in and zooming out, is you hold down Alt, left click as if you're going to move, but then while you're still holding down left click, you want to let go of Alt. So letting go of Alt while you still have your left click selected down, that will allow you to zoom in and out. Yeah. That's how I was taught. That's how I learned. I kind of wish the scroll wheel was zoom in and zoom out. Like, it feels kind of more natural, but that's actually for your brush size. You'll see me go up here a lot also because, you know, it's just the button there. It's easy if you're a visual learner. All of these buttons, you know, can help you with stuff. You can also, to change your brush size, you can also hit S, the shortcut key S on your keyboard, and you can just wind this up and down to kind of just shortcut, you know, to be quick with it. But if you can't remember that shortcut key, you know, the button's always there. And I guess I'll turn that that's fine. What else am I missing? You can also hold control and left click zoom in and out. It's not how I learned it, but you can do it. Lots of different ways to do stuff. Let's see. No, not that one. Okay. Yeah. So there's sort of your essential navigation. Now let's see here. And you know, like the same thing goes for your mouse, your pen. It acts as a left click, so it's the same. You can also hold control, and that works totally fine too. I'm just used to pressing Alt because, you know, then you don't kind of have to take your thumb off the Alt button, and it's just like, it can be quick, but you know, it's a preference. Whatever works for you, whatever you're comfortable with, have a go crazy. All right. So now that we got that down, we are in perspective mode. This will come in a little bit more important later, a little bit more relevant later. You can see now that I have perspective mode turned off versus turning it on. Having perspective mode turned on gives us more depth in our field of vision. Having it turned off is a more orthographic view, and that will come in handy later. But you want to generally be in perspective view. That's kind of what you want to be. I'm gonna put him on the front here because we're gonna start doing some stuff. Okay. We usually sculpt dragons. If you guys are into that, let's do it. If you have better suggestions that you want to do, also feel free. Yeah, otherwise we can just get into it. I'm not missing anything. Okay, great. So what should we make? Sometimes I like to mix it up. What kind of, I think I will make a dragon, but we can also make some sort of hybrid thing. Don't know. Should we make something scary or cute? I sometimes make goofy stuff just for fun. It's kind of limited what you can do in an hour or an hour and a half. But let's give it our best shot, I guess. So, I'm gonna start off, I guess. And another artist's note, I always have reference images. I should also have that too, but ooh. Even Christian comes with a question. I'm gonna drop that. What the hell is what the is the difference between a dragon and a wyvern? I actually think wyverns only have 2 legs, but their arms also act as wings, I do believe. I'll just be probably making the head of something. Am I correct on that? My dragon lore? I think wyverns have wings for arms and a couple of pair of legs, and a dragon has 4 legs, including, and then a set of wings on top. I think that's right. Okay, let's make some stuff. All right. So I have, like I said earlier, I have symmetry turned on. That's just gonna come in handy, I guess, for a symmetrical face. You don't necessarily need that, but it cuts the amount of work in half for most of the time. Like, organic things are never 100% symmetrical. So at some point when you add a lot of detail, you want to turn that feature off. But depends on what you're going for. Depends on what you need, I guess. I'm going to keep it on for now. But if you would like to turn it off, pretty sure it is X. Yeah. X on your keyboard is the shortcut button. Or, if you notice, this button right here, it's also symmetry, turning it on and off. These 2 buttons you can select them at the start and they'll refresh your whole scene into like a new object. Would not recommend doing that or clicking those buttons if you are like halfway through a project. Just saying. But your choice, you know, whatever. Whatever. If you want a fresh start, you can select that. Okay. Too big, too big, too big. So yeah, these are all your different kinds of brushes. Feel free to go ahead and play around in that. Right now, I'm just going in and using the really basic standard brush. It's just a clay build-up thing. Only it's a round brush. This thing here called clay build-up is essentially the same thing, only with a square brush. You guys get what I mean. Can be handy for different kinds of things. In fact, we might actually start with that now. We just gotta go in and make a mess of this. Always good to start off with your big main shapes first. So don't be afraid to get a little messy. We're gonna clean it up. Holy smokes, looking strange, looking weird. That's okay. Alright, we've got some funky stuff happening here. As you can see, the mesh is folding in on itself. We don't want that. These little things here, little triangles, they're called polygons. Or we call them tris or polys, depending on the shape. Like, yeah. Oh, we got more comments. Like, generally, I'll just say a little bit of polygon information. By default, so you guys can see these little squares here, right? Or triangles. Squares and triangles, basically. That's what our mesh is made of. The more dense the polygons and the triangles, the more detail we can add. Because, and you'll notice that I was able to achieve that by having a super small brush. I can actually show you guys. Yeah, so this little button here allows you, and these are also buttons, so line, you can turn off line. Fill, you can turn off fill and just see the line, or you can turn it off altogether, which is my basically standard, but I'm just gonna show you guys. So with a super small brush, I'm duplicating the polygons around it in order to create detail. We really don't need that much detail this early. And then the larger my brush size, let's just pump it up. You can see the polygons get bigger. This is an effect that ZBrush Core Mini has on by default. If you're a normal ZBrush, which is a much more advanced, in-depth version, it has a lot more features and functions. This effect is something called Sculptress Pro, which you can turn on and it'll have a similar effect. You can also use Dynamesh, although Dynamesh is a little bit more complex. It's used in different ways. It's a lot more... I wouldn't generally use Dynamesh for this effect, although you can. Yeah. But yeah, it's the preference of the artist when you learn the tools, right? How you use it. But yeah, Dynamesh can also do different kinds of things. It has way more, options and stuff. But yeah, so that's how we go about, that's polygonal density for you. If you have noticed, when I'm when I'm selecting, to navigate, I'm always selecting on the gray to move around. If I do the same movements trying to navigate over my mesh, it's not gonna work. Even if I hold Alt, just clicking or left clicking is gonna build up the mesh on a, 3D scale. If I hold Alt while I click down on the mesh, it's gonna cave in, so implode the mesh. So nice little handy tools there. And I'll keep repeating this as we go along, so we don't forget anything. Let's say you're really zoomed in and you're like working on some details, but then you're like, oh my god, but I can't rotate and I can't zoom out and I can't do anything. This little white border around your screen indicates what is the active area for like sculpting and what can be used for navigation. So if I just click outside of this little white border, I will be able to do it. Ta-da! I hope that helps if anybody gets a little bit stuck. Otherwise, just ask. Okay, back to it. Yes. Oh, this is gonna look so weird and funky, and it's awesome. Alright. So strange. But fun. Okay. Oh my god. So weird. Here we go. It's important to rotate your object quite a lot just to get a sense of, because you can kind of get stuck on one like profile side, and then you can make it look completely perfect and completely as you want it to be from one perspective, and then rotate the head and it's just completely not what you want at all. So to make this 3D object kind of the way you imagine it, make sure you're switching perspectives quite a lot. This is what can also be quite time consuming, but worth it nonetheless. Oh, here we go. I just hit F on my keyboard to focus, just so you guys don't get confused. And I can see a couple of questions and comments, and I'm so sorry. I will get to you in 3 seconds. I've just done so much talking. I want to actually teach you guys some stuff. And then the perfectionist in me just keeps undoing it. Like, no. Okay. F again to focus. No. Control Z to undo everything, just like most programs. And then Control Shift Z on your keyboard to redo. That's what I use, at least. Bigger. Should we make a skull, or should we make it like an actual head? I think either could be pretty cool. Right now, I'm sort of making some sort of weird, funky top jaw sort of situation. See how it turns out. Hopefully not too freaky deaky. I'm gonna use the move tool now, just to make this a bit sharper. This kind of just moves your geo however you want. Kind of fun. Yeah, maybe we'll do like this. Let's see here. Oh, so strange, but I love it. Kind of looks like a weird beak thing. Don't be afraid to get a little messy. There we go. Shadows can sometimes be deceiving. I'm just gonna turn that off. Add a bit of teeth to him later. It looks like quite the mess now, but we will get there. Okay, maybe that was a bit overkill. That's fine, that's fine. Here we go. Okay. You know, well, it is what it is. Okay, I think it's about time. It looks so weird. Okay, let's fix this up. I'm gonna make my brush size slightly bigger. And I'm just gonna smooth the living hell out of it. Oh! Wait a second. Weird stuff happening here. Okay. I don't want this to happen. But this little indentation here tends to happen if you've thinned out your mesh too much. So because I'm pulling the mesh upwards from this angle, from this perspective, and I didn't have enough mesh on the underside to work with, it has then also brought the underside of the mesh up with it, pulling it from the other side, if that makes any sense. So if I undo that, you can see this is gone. Maybe, because I still want that there, but I can use the inflate brush to increase the size of my mesh. Looks kind of weird and funky now. But then if I go ahead and smooth it out, brush size too small. There we go. Hole is gone. Oh, and I've done some weird stuff here. Could probably add some nostrils later anyway. I'm gonna Alt to reduce that down. There we go, all gone. Okay. Blow that up a bit. Okay, and I'm just gonna smooth it. Bird beak looking kind of thing, but that's all right. Maybe reduce it a little bit. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do. That'll be alright. He kind of looks kind of smiley from this angle. Cute. Alright. Let us continue. Okay. Question time. Hope that's gotten people started somewhere at least. I didn't realize you guys were still talking about wyverns. We have a real myth genius here. What's it called? Myth expert. Question. that I've been asked, is there Dynamesh in the mini version of ZBrush? I'm not sure if I answered your question already. It is... Okay, Dynamesh is not in ZBrush Core Mini. That button and that those features do not exist in ZBrush Core Mini. They're just, it's just too simplified. It's just not there. It doesn't have those features and opportunities. However, the effect, one of the many effects that Dynamesh has, somewhat, is built into ZBrush Core Mini's program by default. Probably better used and explained as Sculptress Pro. That's probably a better descriptor for what this effect is. But Dynamesh in and of itself, no, not a feature in here, if that makes sense. Can I make a duck, please? Oh my god, I would love to make a duck. If the duck can have teeth, I want to give the duck teeth. Ha ha ha. Yes. I don't mind making a duck. We can make a weird looking duck. That would be cute. Okay. Let's see. I can confirm, so I'll just read this out. Is pressing Control... Oh, I thought you meant, Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so for those mouse users, just some clarification. I'm using the pen, so it's like a little bit simpler. I have less clickable options, I guess. So, question, is pressing Control right mouse, you can zoom, the same as Alt right mouse, release, Alt, then zoom? Apparently yes, you can do it, but I usually use left click, but apparently you can use right click too. So I'm using Alt left click zoom, but you can also use Control left click zoom. So it doesn't actually matter whether you use right mouse or left mouse, I guess. At least not in this version of ZBrush. But Control clicking, you can zoom, yes. And if you're gonna use Alt, then it's Alt, click, release Alt, also for zoom. It's just a preference, it's just a comfort thing. I hope that somewhat answers the question. How do you smooth? Smoothing, I hold down Shift and just, smooth whatever you need. What model am I making? The model I am making a model of a hybrid duck dragon, I think, with a jagged, somewhat of a jagged beak, possibly. I need to reference a duck, but maybe I don't know, we'll see. Please make a duck. We have a winner. We have requests for a duck. We're gonna try and do something like a duck. Okay. Yes. Yes, thank you, Christian. Lore Master is the correct term. Alright. What kind of duck should we make? A duckling? Like, those cartoon looking ducks look so different to actual ducklings. They're both cute, but I kind of see what's happening here. there's no way I can make a model as cute as that. Oh my god. What the heck? Does anybody own any weird pets? Well, I don't want to say weird, uncommon pets. I think having a pet duck or a pet chicken would be kind of cool. I think that would be kind of funny. You could just like run around the apartment wearing a diaper or something. That'd be pretty funny. But you know, animals deserve a good life and they need some taken care of. So I want to hear all about strange animals. If anybody has any strange animals, okay, let's do this. Let's do this little duckling. More comments. Yes. Oh my god. I'm so glad you said that. Such a great question. Can we share our progress on Discord? Like, for example, a screenshot for a question. Yes, 100%. Great that you bring that up. We have our community Discord for CADA and TrueMax, CADA TrueMax. We have our, and we also have like the Bootcamp chat and all that stuff. We actually love, me and Christian, at the end of most classes, if not every class, we love to, you know, if you guys feel comfortable, feel free to submit your work from the class, or even just from what you've learned or outside of the class, feel free to submit it in the Discord. And yeah, at the end of most classes, me and Christian like to go through everybody's work and have a nice time reviewing or just enjoying it. If you want feedback, also giving feedback. Whatever you want. So for sure, feel free to submit your stuff there. You can also submit and ask questions. And I will just have to make sure that I am also on Discord as well as reviewing the stream. But Christian is also available to help me with that, I suppose. Please, Christian. Thank you. Your dog is weird. Does that count? I mean, depends on how weird. You might have to submit some pics to the Discord to really, you know, we'll have to judge. Okay. Maybe I can link, the Discord. Christian, do you think you could link some Discord? Oh shit. Oh, but guys, I'm so sorry. By the way, we have some lo-fi music going in the background. If it's too loud, I can turn it down. Christian even warned me about this and I completely mind farted and brain farted and blanked. Okay. My bad. Sorry, guys. Sometimes you just get so in the zone, you know? I am logged out of our school Discord, but Christian, let me know if you... Oh, you've linked... Legend. He's linked the Discord in the chat. Amazing. Okay, good. Let's bring this up. I honestly don't think I've ever modeled a duck before, which is like really weird, isn't it? That's weird to say. But never too late. I'm not liking the shape of this. Once again, move tool. It is gonna be not your standard duck though, because, you know, we are having fun and being creative. So let's make it a little bit strange, scary duck, but also cute. Oh man. just gonna smooth this by holding shift. I need my reference pick. There we go. So, sometimes I don't know what kind of creature I'm making either. But thank you. And also, if you are willing to share yours in the Discord chat, we'd love to see your cute creation. But 3D is one of those things where you really have to trust the process, because it looks the best at the end, and I think I overdid this slightly. No. Okay, redo. Never mind. I know what I must do, but do I have the strength to do it? Yeah, okay. Okay. I probably put this step off a little bit for too long, but its head is too small. Rather than shrinking the beak, I would rather just build this up. However you want to do it. So weird. Maybe I can... Let's see if there's a more efficient way to do this. What happens if I just... Ah! Oh my god! No! See, inflate can be such a good tool if you know how to use it, but no, too big. That's also too small. Gotta find that sweet spot. Nope. Nope. Getting there. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. I mean, ducklings' heads are huge, and they have giant eyeballs, so we need a big head. Oh. It's not actually big on that side. Is this... Oh, we're getting somewhere. I mean, I can see the potential. We just need to keep going. Maybe I need to turn my strength on my brush down a little bit. Alright. Now... Okay, we have someone saying... Oh, Christian's already on it. Cool. Thank you, Christian. That is technical support there. Gonna turn that down. Hi, come on. Probably gonna have to extend this out at some point to make the lower half of the beak. Pump that up a bit more. We want a really big head. We because that's really cute. Big forehead, because why not? For any of those who live in Copenhagen and Denmark, maybe one day we'll make Bamse or Cutie. Alright, this is the perfect example why, oh, I'm in this view, it's perfect, I'm happy with the shape of it, the silhouette of it. Change angles, completely not what we want, right? So, just make sure we're probably gonna have to build that up using the clay brush also, but you know, just to get the point across. Okay. Now it's got such a square head, but it's so cute. Oh, why do weird things look cute to me? I will never understand this. Okay. Go around, brush. Trust the process. Don't be afraid to make a mess. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. How much time have we got? Oh my god. It goes so fast. Okay, I think it's about time we add some eyes to this little guy. So, usually there is a particular workflow that we have. A general, I don't want to say rule, but like a general technique that we use is when there is a separate object, we would create a new mesh. Like, so for example, I would either import or just create a new sphere here separate from this mesh, position it, you know, where I want, and then that would act as the eyeball. And then using this mesh, I would build that mesh around the other sphere, that is the eyeball, and building that mesh around that sphere, I could create something that would be like eyelids, right? But unfortunately, ZBrush Core Mini doesn't have that effect, so we have to just make eyeballs from the same mesh, which is quite challenging. And if I were making this in normal ZBrush, I would also generally make the beak separate also. Because if it's a different material, or just it's just simpler and easier if it's just a separate object. Yeah. But let's see if we can do something. I'm gonna do something a little bit strange, but bear with me. I've tried to develop somewhat of a technique for this issue. Oh my god. Why is it cute? I don't know. Is it just because it has giant eyes? I want it over here. Let's see. Oh my god. It's not even that cute, but you know, it's just in my I can just see it. My imagination is like, oh yeah, like yeah, I can exactly foresee how this is going to look, and it's in my head. It's rather cute. Okay, eye sockets. Smooth this out. Go. I always like to do big eyes. Alright. comes the weird part. It will all make sense in a moment. This is where this brush comes in handy because it creates slightly more defined edges. Something like this, maybe. Again, you can see that I'm focusing too much on the details right now. That is my bad. Alright. Let's do this. But can I help myself? Absolutely not. So far looking super funky. Let's fix that. Jesus. There we go. See it popping out over here, the cursed eyeball. Alright. You can kind of see where I'm going with this, but not quite what we are looking for. Smooth, 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 smooth. There we go. Okay, now I'm just gonna build it up around here. Oi, no. Something's going on. Oi, wrong one. Shift. Okay, now. He looks kind of a bit strange, but we're gonna fix that. Big. Okay, now I'm just gonna use the move tool. See, we have a couple more comments. I will get to those in 2 seconds. Now this is the frustrating part, because this sphere that I've just made is not its own separate mesh. Anything I do to this, if it's within this vicinity, is going to affect that as well. Whereas if this was its own separate mesh, it would kind of, it's its own thing, so it would not be affected by my edits to this mesh, which is ideally what we want. But not today. Not gonna happen today. Maybe if I use the pinch brush. Pinch, essentially. Ta-da! Doing some sort of funky stuff like that. Let's see if we can. Too big. Maybe it will just have that. What's that? Isn't there like an eye disease where like dogs' eyes can like pop out of their skulls? Maybe this duckling just has that. I'm not sure. Maybe we will just try to move it little by little. And then maybe if we use like some sort of combination. Okay, well, it's not exactly what we're looking for, but that's okay. There we go. Something like eyeballs. Such a weird looking. Anyway, oh well. Let's continue. Running out of time. Go in here and I'm gonna make my brush pretty small and I'm gonna hit Alt. That's actually not small enough. Smooth it out a bit. gosh, what's going on? Did I just crash it? Oh, I made it lag. I may possibly be crashing it. That's what I get. Oh my god. It's question time again. Okay, while my ZBrush begins to work again, I'm just gonna answer some questions. Is it possible to lock the view? Someone asks. ZBrush is so sensitive. Not that I'm aware of. I don't think it's possible to lock the view. No, not that I'm aware of. But as long as you don't click or select on the gray of the screen, you will not be able to, or if you don't move this guy or anything like that, you won't be able to move or change the view or rotation. Or, I'm not sure. I hope that answered your question, if I'm understanding you correctly. I hope everyone is enjoying their creepy ducks. Cute/creepy ducks. And I'm so glad you're enjoying it. That's so great. Non-bootcamp related question. You can sure learn on your own, but can you succeed without a uni degree? Is it hard to get into the industry on your own? It really depends on the profession, but it is a bit of a complicated answer. I would say generally no. Places, like, I would say that a majority of places would not hire without a degree. However, I have a bachelor's degree. However, depending on the place, let's see if this works. I've completely stuffed it. Mini version of ZBrush. Press reduce. I see. Density. I'm going to a more advanced version. Okay. Learning experience. Maybe I'll answer your question first. Depending on the studio or the company that you work for, I would say majority of places require an education, yes, and a degree. It's just, it provides a level of professional knowledge that you can become a skillful 3D artist being self-taught, yes, and some studios will hire. Maybe if you're a freelancer, for example, and you don't work for one studio based on contract, then maybe you don't need a degree. That 100% depends on your portfolio and your skills. And then maybe they'll outsource, for a specific topic. Freelancers usually specialize in their field, for example, animation or sculpting and things like that. But mostly everybody wants you to have a degree. It's just there's so much information, there's so much that you need to learn. I studied for I studied for 3.5 years, which an internship was included in that. And there's just so many things. You can be creative and you can be really skillful and you can make really good stuff, but there are a lot of technical aspects that you need to know to make clean mesh, things that won't break, for example, rigs that don't break or mesh that works, topology. It's also important. So I have a bachelor's degree, but some people do choose to go to a master's, and this is, it's nice. It's nice to have. You learn a lot and you become, you have a master's degree. It's awesome, right? It's great. But experience in the field is valued more than, I would say, a master's degree. You could keep going. It depends. But yeah, so it's kind of a combination of both. It's much better to have a degree, but can you make it on your own? If you're really, really technically skilled, then yeah, and it depends on the studio. Because yeah, like I said, experience is also very valuable. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. It's a pug duck. Yes. Okay, cool. This little issue here. Unfortunately, ZBrush Core Mini has a cap on how many polygons I can have. So I've made this way too dense. That's what I get. So, if I wanted to continue with a higher density of polygons, I have to upgrade, or I have to reduce it. Reducing it, like, you won't even be able to see the difference. Sometimes there are functions to reduce. Where is it? I think these are the reduction buttons, I do believe. We can try that out. But reducing the mesh basically takes away the unnecessary polygons that aren't being used. But it tries to, the algorithm, tries to keep the shape of your mesh as best it can. So if we click reduce, maybe something will happen, or has it already happened? Oh god, here we go. More questions. Okay. A pug duck, oh my god, so cute. Oh, did it do it? Still loading, maybe. Yes. Good question. Is there a possibility to add another sphere without removing the old one in this version of ZBrush? Not that I know of, unfortunately. That is apparently a privilege that ZBrush have decided we need to pay for. So, that is not a feature in ZBrush Core Mini, unfortunately. But this is a great program for starting for free, especially for free. Gotta love that. Let's see if it actually worked now. Please respond. Oh my god, I've crashed my ZBrush. And with just 10 minutes to go. Man. I'm gonna have to keep working on this duck and put it in the chat with you guys. I was so excited. It's completely frozen. It's completely broken. I've broken it. Can't even undo. He's dead. Oh, processing. Oh god. That's actually the first time I've crashed ZBrush Core Mini. Oh shit. Well, you live, you learn. This tutorial will of course be, yes, good point, Christian. Remember to save early and save often. I'm pretty sure Control S is your keyboard shortcut to save if you have not already. Yes. What was I gonna say? What was I just saying before I read Christian's comment? Huh. I just had a mind blank. Oh. Yeah, I guess it's time to look in Discord soon, if you guys are feeling comfortable enough to submit some stuff. And then Christian will join us for some fun stuff. Does CADA have LinkedIn? Yes! Yes, CADA has LinkedIn, I do believe. Christian, could you link CADA's LinkedIn? I can also try and see if I can do it while my ZBrush is dying, sadly. Of course, I don't know, I tend to go a little overboard with the eyes. I think I also made them a bit big in comparison to an actual duck, but I don't usually go for photorealistic. I like to have fun with it, go a little crazy, make it look strange. Damn, I was so excited to do this. So sad. Have a play around with all the brushes too. These little spheres here on the side, they they change the material of your object, of your mesh. It doesn't really do anything to the topology or the shape of it, but it changes the reflections and all this sort of stuff, so you can get some pretty cool effects and looks and see, okay, how does it look in this light, or how does it look if it was this material, and all that stuff, and it gives you a couple of different perspectives. But I generally stay in matte cap gray as default, just because, you know, it's kind of standard for how it represents shadows and stuff like that, but it's always helpful to check it out. Just mind you how your object looks with this gold shader on in ZBrush, for example. Just because it looks gold like that in ZBrush Core Mini doesn't necessarily mean that it's, if you put gold on it in Substance Painter, for example, which is a texturing software, that it's gonna look the same. It completely depends on the material, and if you were to export out this asset to put it into another software, I do not believe that it carries these textures and materials with it. You will simply get a object without a texture in gray. Yes. Just so you know. Damn, what is going on? 1.2%. You guys. Jesus, I just crashed my ZBrush. Usually now I would end this task and then I would reopen my file in ZBrush and continue working from there. But we don't even really have time to do that right now, do we? Well, there it is. Okay. Discord time. Discord time. We have another. Okay, while I just log into Discord. My duck is upside down. Can I flip the normals in this version? I'm assuming, yeah, okay, so flipping the whole object in ZBrush Core Mini. I don't think so, unfortunately. But the term normals is a term used for something else that's not referred to the mesh of the object. I don't believe there's a way you can flip the normals in that version either. I have some random saved stuff here also. Let's open this so I can show you guys what I've made before. There we go. Made sort of a weird Spyro head in the past. Well, it's not really Spyro, is it? But he's kind of fun looking. There we go. Fun to look at. Let's actually just see about your question. No. Oh. No. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't believe so, but possibly. Local transforms. That would be something that you could usually say we could rotate entire objects using. Yeah. But yeah, flipping normals in ZBrush Core Mini I do not believe is an option. Okay, Christian, if you want to join me anytime when you feel like it. Let's do Discord. Cannot wait to see you guys. Let me just... Hello.
Hello.
Come in. I just got it here. Okay.
What's up, Hager? You got in?
Yeah, I got in.
Alright, where do you want me to sit? Because I can't see.
Oh, look at this. Look at this fun. Look at this fun stuff.
So first of all,
Thank you for the compliment. Can you fit all right there?
Is that alright? Yeah.
Come.
Come closer.
Come. Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Cool.
Nice dragon.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Lovely. It's actually so funny. It's
Yes.
such a cool take on it.
Yes.
Perfect. That's exactly what we're going for. I love how the essential shapes are there, and like from here you can just go in and keep adding details.
That's so great.
It completely works. Oh, I'm out of the camera there.
It looks like me in the morning when I haven't had my cup of coffee yet. It gives off the vibe where it's like, this is too early for me.
It looks like me when I have had my coffee in the morning. I start like, I get the caffeine shakes, you know, and I'm like, yeah.
And also the torso.
Yes,
The head
it's
torso.
such a this giant dragon head on a perfectly cute little duck body. I love it. I'm obsessed. What?
Ooh.
That's freaky. It's coming to eat me. It's like if I were to go swimming in a lake, this is what would eat my leg off or something.
But great work with the snake hook and the whole thing.
Yeah. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but I get the feeling that these are like veins.
Oh, it's been
Like
lifting.
this is like neck muscles and like these are veins. Like, what? So cool. That's how I like to interpret it.
Yeah. It's like, have you even been lifting, bro? Like, yeah.
That's so fun. That's so fun. Yes. Yes, what I just saw before.
Good topology.
Yeah, I mean, you have the detail where you need it in the essential places. I love the duck bill of this. I think it's actually adorable.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Keep it up. Keep going. Don't stop.
And also, just like, if you keep on working on your sculpts.
Oh my god.
Yeah, somebody's just watching you with a VR.
In VR!
So imagine this, you
That's
have...
so cool!
So like ZBrush on the right, or you on the right, and then like ZBrush, I want a VR
Wait,
headset.
are you
So
actually,
bad.
if you're still in the chat, are you actually like drawing in the, like sculpting in the air? Oh my god. It's like Michelangelo 2.0. You're just like in the air.
Oh, you can lay down and
sculpting.
sculpt? Next
That's
level.
awesome! Oh my god, that's so cool.
You
What were you saying though? Sorry? You were talking about this one, weren't you?
Yeah, well, no, it was just like in general for the people viewing.
Ah.
Please do keep on working. This means like this is not your final submission. Just like keep on working on
Yeah,
these
keep
sculpts.
submitting if you want.
Exactly, because like we definitely love to just like kind of roll back through the weeks and kind of just like see. So if you have a little bit of like an update or something, please do send it with us.
We love to see it. Especially if you join us for next class also, and we like to do, you know, we love to see your animation submissions, we love to see your texture submissions, Unreal submissions, so on and so forth, all that.
And what's up? Creative Shot. Hi! And thanks for a good introduction. I hope sincerely not you just like joined in because...
It's not the introduction, this is the... What's it? Extroduction? I don't know. The end. This is a sword we made. Well, not my sword, but one of the students' sword from the texturing class. That's quite fun.
So neat.
Awesome.
I think 4 new messages. Hold on.
Yeah, wait. Oh my god.
Yeah, we need to go...
Oh, yeah. Comments. Oh, I see.
It's eyes and
It is possible. Okay, not sculpting in the air, but it is possible to do with Adobe. Awesome.
That's cool. And Nikolai.
That's so cool.
For Isengard. Sorry, I had to.
Great. We also sometimes get submissions in here. What?
Creative Shot. No, I was here from the start.
Oh, you were here from the start.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you think the introduction was good. Did we get anything in here? Wait, what am I talking about? Creative show up. No. Okay. No submissions from this class. Oh! So cool. Okay. But yeah. Is that all? I think that might be all of them.
I think so.
Let's
Unless
just
somebody wants here on the last...
catch up here.
Yeah.
What?
But yeah, to make sure that we see all your work, please do post it in the 3D Bootcamp channel.
Yeah, we'll try to check it all, but yeah, the 3D Bootcamp is probably the best place to put it if you want to submit.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Thank you guys so much for joining, and thank you guys so much for learning with us. And for those of you who submitted your work, thank you for doing that. So cool, so awesome. Love to see it. Keep it up. Don't stop. Keep going. And we hope to see you next week. Am I missing anything else?
Well, the only thing is that we are this week doing a special bootcamp stream, which is a 2-part series, which was yesterday. We were doing animation with the bouncing ball. Now, tomorrow we're doing the day 2 of it, where we will build on that principle and all the techniques behind it and kind of further develop on that animation part. It will be Onur that you met yesterday, that will be part of it. You can, of course, if you've just been attending for the sculpting and you kind of want to see like what animation is all about, great way to go in. And also, if you want to partake tomorrow, VOD is always free and available on our YouTube. Watch that, and then you can partake along tomorrow. And it's in Blender, so free stuff, and it's great.
Just to be totally clear, it's not the same as this bootcamp. It's not this bootcamp. It is the 3D animation workshop. Separate thing. I will not be teaching. No. But tomorrow is the second class. Second out of 2 or second out of how many?
It's just basically bi-weekly. So
yeah, but is it like 2 classes in a week or okay? Yeah, so it's the second 2 out of 2. Yeah, for the animation.
So if you want to do
thing
both sculpting and animation, well, boy, you're in luck, because then there is 3 live streams that is going on for this week. But yeah, everything will of course be available as a VOD as soon as the stream ends. But yeah.
So will this class also, and I have other previous sculpting classes up on the YouTube channel also, so feel free to look at those.
Yeah, new challenge.
Yeah.
Old VODs.
Yeah. All right. Open house.
21st of March.
Be there. Or be square.
Oh!
Tigs. Alright.
Cool.
Well, then, yeah, if that's it, then thank you guys so much for joining, and we hope you enjoyed today's class.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun, and it's, as always, a pleasure sitting out there, moderating, and having fun with you guys. But,
yes.
Let's boogie out.
And we hope to see you next class for modeling in Blender. That's right. Modeling in Blender. Yes.
Absolutely.
So if you want to follow along with that, have that installed. But yeah, cool. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Peace out.
Bye.